Are you ready to stop riding the emotional elevator of life? Are you ready to learn how to elevate your emotions that keep you psychologically traumatized or in an addictive behavior? You are in the right place. Here is your host, Sandee Byrd, trauma, addiction, life, and spiritual coach of the Emotional Elevator Show.
Welcome, everyone. I'm just having a great fine time tonight. Got a little laugh going on, so I'm not doubting anything right now. But anyway, I am Sandee Byrd. I am the host here of Emotional Elevator on Inspired Choices Network. And like I always say, if you're on any platforms, please like and subscribe. If you're on platforms that you can like and subscribe. If any of my podcasts touch you or touch somebody else, reach out to me at Sandee with two E's. If you're not looking at this and you're just seeing Emotional Elevator, that's Sandee with two E's, Byrd, BYRD, coach@gmail.com or Sandee at Emotional Elevator. But let me tell you a little bit about who Sandee is. I am about to launch a whole bunch of new stuff. I'm going to launch 3 new programs. I was going to say projects. I don't need any more projects right now. Programs and a new website. So stay tuned. You never know. Even the emotional elevator is going to stay the same, but you never know what you might hear when you come on, when I come on here. That might adjust too, because that's what life is about. It's about adjusting and figuring out what it is that I am passionate about and how I want to help you, my audience, or you if you choose me as your coach. Because my 3 programs I'm launching are Unleashing Your Authentic Self, Thriving Through Forgiveness, and Find Your Find Your Inner Empowerment. Find Your Empowerment Within. That one always stumps me, but it's exactly what it says. And all 3 of those deal with the topic from tonight because all 3 of them have a sense of doubt in them. If you think about it, when you're trying to figure out your authentic self, what do you usually do? You're doubting who you are. You're doubting those beliefs. You're doubting your values. You're doubting yourself. Now, doubt in thriving through forgiveness. Gosh, I'm tongue-tied tonight. Thriving through forgiveness, you're doubting, can I let that go? What happens if I do let that go? You doubt your own personal being when you don't let go and forgive those that might have harmed you, or just grieving also is part of that process. And sometimes when we're grieving, we doubt who we are through that grieving process. So thriving through forgiveness, that's a big one as well. That is probably one of the biggest programs that I wanted to develop because that's one of the biggest things I had to do. I knew who my authentic self was and I knew how to empower myself. The problem was I needed to forgive myself, let go of that shame and guilt, and forgive those that harmed me in my life. But now the final program is finding that empowerment within. That empowerment within is doubting, can I set boundaries? Doubting, can I walk away from those healthy relationships? Doubting your purpose in life. Because that's what's finding that empowerment. Do I really know who it is I am? Do I really have the power to speak up for myself? Do I really have the power to be on a podcast and be part of Inspired Choices Network because I want to speak out about everything in my life or speak out about the everything that you've gone on in your life or people you want to help out there? Because I'm going to say everyone on this platform, Inspired Choices Network, has stories to tell and have gone through challenges in life and all those doubts and are on here speaking to their future clients or speaking to the clients they have by offering advice, suggestions, solutions, how to overcome the fears, the doubts, the lack of self-confidence, letting go and forgiving. Because that's what my coaching program is about. It is about learning who you are and letting go of who you not are, and then empowering. Like, think about it. I want to know who I am. I want to, in order for me to become who I am, I have to let go of what I've been carrying all along. But then I find the empowerment within myself to break those unhealthy break those unhealthy boundaries, break those unhealthy relationships, and set up good boundaries. And those programs are not a 3-step program, like you got to go to 1-step, 2-step, 3-step. No, once we get on a conversation, on a call, on a connection call, and we choose which program would be best for you. Are you struggling through letting go? Are you ready to step into your authentic self? Or have you stepped into your authentic self and you've let go of all this stuff, but you want to know how to empower yourself, how to live the life that is meant for you, and how to step out of the uncomfortable into the unknown, and how to set up those boundaries? Because that is what my my programs are all about. Wow, I am stumbling. But it's okay, because this is what is called live shows. We don't rehearse. It's not a take 10. We're live. We're here. We are in your home, present in the moment. So when things come up and I speak about it, that was meant to be a guide for somebody out there who's listening. So tonight's show, of course, I've rambled on about my programs and stuff that I'm launching. They are about to launch. This show is kind of a segue off of the last show, anxiety. But tonight's show is, why do you doubt? Let's explore the roots of self-doubt, examining how it can both hinder our growth and serve as a reason to make a positive change. Do you doubt for the protection from the unknown, using it as an excuse to stay comfortable? Do you use doubt as a strategy to grow and learn? Do you know how to tell the difference between doubt as fear-driven or for growth and positive change? Do you? In this episode of Emotional Elevator, Sandee Byrd, that's me, will examine doubt both as a hindrance and a powerful tool for growth and self-development. Sandee will delve into dual nature of doubt and how it can paralyze us with fear or push us to reevaluate ourselves to take action for positive change. Sandee will talk about the techniques she uses with her clients to become aware of doubt and how to see the confident action for growth. So, doubt. Doubt is one of those things, we all have it. And if you honestly said you've never doubted a moment in your life, I want you to reach out and call me out on my show, because we all have a moment of doubt. From when we were first young little kids, that doubt of, my mom said I shouldn't touch that hot stove. Should I? Should I not? Should I trust? Should I not? That is doubt. We're doubting someone else telling us what is a truth. But it's also the same thing of, I know better than to touch that hot stove because I've seen someone touch it and they burnt themselves. Or my mama says no, so I better not. That's fear. So, and where the doubt kind of hinders us is when we start getting anxiety around it and realizing that we're paralyzing ourselves with doubt. How I like to explain doubt in both sides of the coin is, imagine, and if you're driving, imagine you're in the middle lane. And of course, many places, the left lane is passing lane only unless you want to drive that 90 miles per hour like everybody else. And the right lane is that lane that some of the slower drivers or the people who really want to pass somebody, but they're not sure what's on the other side. Because a lot of times the middle lane is the trucks. But think, you're riding down that middle lane and you're unsure. Should I go this way? Should I go that way? Should I speed up? Should I just get around this car? That is what doubt is. Doubt can protect us. So here's the thing. You see a cop car on your left and you're driving along. Da, 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 da. This car in front of me is going way too slow. I want to get to my destination a little bit faster. But I saw a cop back there. That could mean there's a cop up here. That is doubt. We're questioning. Should I go around? Should I speed up? Should I get there faster? That is part of our doubt. And that, in a sense, you go around and nothing happens. That's the problem. A lot of times we'll stay in that middle lane and go, well, I did see a cop. There's a chance I could get pulled. So let me just stick here in this middle lane. And that's where we're hindering ourselves. We're not developing growth. But you take the chance, you speed around that car, you get in that left lane, you're going 80 miles per hour, no cop in sight. That is growth. That is realizing, you know what? I can kick doubt to the curb right now. And you can just speed. And that is kind of like my analogy about doubt. Or you can just go in the right lane and just kind of speed up a little bit and get around. So there has been times, even myself, I still have moments of doubt. But what I do is when I realize I'm having that moment of doubt, why am I having that moment of doubt? Am I safe? What is it in this moment that is making me feel uncomfortable? What am I fearing? Most of the times, it's really just the unknown. So think about, as I talked about with anxiety, going on a trip, having anxiety, knowing that I might get sick again. That's doubt, but I might not. It's that teeter-totter. I could not. I might not. The doubt can be both of that weighing in. I might not, I might. It's my mind jumping both sides. So it doubts it in a hindrance, but it also doubts it in a growth. Go, you might never get sick. But a lot of times, doubt, when we are doubting something strong, it's our intuition because we've had something in our past that has shown us and set us up for fear. Well, we really can't try that because we might fail. Now, think about your own life. How many of you stay in unhealthy relationships, whether they're marriages, friendships, business, because of doubt? We stay in it because we doubt. Sometimes not just ourselves, the situation, the world. Because a lot of times it's not just doubt within ourselves, or it's not even us doubting ourselves, it's doubting the unknown on the other side of the door. Doubting the unknown on the other side of the door is doubt. Because how many times have you, think about this. Doubt is the grass isn't always greener on the other side. That's someone putting doubt because they're putting fear in us. Grass might not be greener on the other side. You might have a job that instills that in you. Look at all the things we do for you. You're never going to find that anywhere else. So you hate your job. You don't feel valued. You don't feel appreciated, but you don't want to leave because, I might go to another company and they probably won't have all these benefits. And what if you went to the other side and it was greener? They still had all those benefits and you felt appreciated and you're engaged with them. See, think about society. They want to keep us down. They want us to keep us doubting ourselves and who we are and what we can contribute. That's what doubt is. Doubt is a mixture, is that melting pot of you can't do, you can't become, you can't excel. It's when we break free of that. And what is it going to take for you to break free of that? I'm not saying every day is perfect for me and I don't doubt, and my clients don't doubt. There's some times where they reach out to me in a text message going, I'm questioning this. I'm doubting this. Help me figure it out. You're figuring out because you're recognizing you're having a moment of doubt. You're recognizing you're questioning something. Is it for fear, or is it for possibly growth within yourself if you jump, if you leap? So think about that. You've been joining me because we're going to go to a break so I can drink some water. But you're joining me. I am Sandee Byrd. I am the host here on Emotional Elevator on Inspired Choices Network. And please, if you're out there on any other platform, like and subscribe. You can always come over here on a live showing and join the chat room. But just like and subscribe. And like I said, always reach out to me at Sandee with those two E's with a bird with a Y, coach at gmail.com or Sandee at Emotional Elevator. But it's time for that break.
Are you living a life of psychological trauma or suffering from an addiction? Are you ready to learn new techniques to elevate your emotions without sustaining or obtaining them from substances that are not good for your mind or body? Then continue to tune into Emotional Elevator with trauma, addiction, life, and spiritual coach, Sandee Byrd, where you will learn techniques to elevate your emotions that don't require a magic pill, food, or impulsive behavior. Listen to Emotional Elevator with Sandee Byrd, Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Mountain, 4 p.m. Pacific, on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com.
Are you a subject matter expert? Are you here to share your expertise with an audience waiting to hear from you in only the way you can deliver? Are you ready to have your voice amplified across the airwaves? Inspired Choices Network has a global radio platform streaming to millions of people across the world. Professionally produced and supported by an accomplished team every step of the way, you can broadcast from anywhere in the world, knowing your voice matters, and we ensure it is delivered with ease and efficiency. Eager to hear your message, the world awaits. Contact us today to become an Inspired Choices Network radio host. Email become a host at inspiredchoicesnetwork.com.
This is Emotional Elevator with Sandee Byrd. To participate in this program, join the live studio audience in our chat room at inspiredchoicesnetwork.com. You can also send an email to sandy@emotionalelevator.com. Now, back to the program.
Well, welcome back, everyone. I'm just having a good old time here, but we're talking about doubt, and I am, of course, Sandee Byrd. You are listening to Emotional Elevator on the Inspired Choices Network, and I am just talking about doubt tonight, and what doubt can do is sometimes doubt can hinder us, and doubt hinders us when it starts paralyzing us. Sometimes we doubt who we are during our grieving process. And like I've said, doubt is one of those that can help us grow when we can recognize we have doubt. And I can give you a recent situation, even in my life. And I had someone who wanted to be a guest. We had talked about, we'd gotten into a great call. I know her personally. Come on, be a guest on my show. I'm promoting you, blah, 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 blah. So I said, hey, I'm going to send you this email. Send it to the wrong email. What do you think I did after like a week went by? 2 weeks went by. I should have realized, oh my gosh, let me check in with her and find out. Instead, what did I start doing? Kind of doubted. Maybe she doesn't want to be on my show anymore. Maybe I said something to offend her. That's doubt. But I realized we got back in touch that I sent it to the wrong email. Whoops-a-daisy. But I realized, and I admitted that. And I was like, you know what? I was so wrong. And that's powerful when you can realize, recognize, acknowledge. That is my biggest word to tell my clients all the time. When you can acknowledge you're feeling something or something's going on, like anxiety. Why am I feeling this? Is it a moment of doubt? Because doubt plays a big part when it comes to anxiety. That was last week's show. And doubting yourself can really paralyze yourself, can paralyze you, or it can propel you. It's kind of the double-edged sword. It can paralyze you by keeping you down if you doubt everything out there, or it can propel you in life. Wow, I'm doubting this, but I'm still going to take this leap. I'm still going to take this step. And like I said, the analogy in the beginning, when you're riding on, my analogy is in life, we just ride down the middle lane on the highway. Sometimes our doubt says we can't go on the left because we might get pulled, we might go too fast, and that's just a passing lane. That is a lane not for me. Or we go to the right and we're like, you know what? This is easier. It's better. I feel more confident. I feel more comfortable going to the right. And that's what doubt is, because we have that question within ourselves. Same things, what I've already mentioned. A lot of people will say, grass isn't always greener on the other side. That's doubt. People say that because they doubt, or sometimes I think that's a manipulation tactic, but sometimes that's doubt. Like, think about all the times in your life, and this is one of the things I ask my clients to do. Write down all the times in your life where your doubt was right. Because if we say, write down all the times where you doubted doing something and it was a good thing, sometimes then they get more in the doubt. But write down, I think I just said that wrong, but write down, what I ask my clients to do is write down the times you doubted something and it was the wrong thing. Write down the times where you doubted and didn't do and it was the right move. And what I mean is, by when you doubt not doing something and it was the right move, let's say this brand new company comes into town. They're shiny and they're offering all these incentives. Come on board with us for $250 and we'll give you this and we'll give you that. And wow, it's great. And you're saying, you know what, I really shouldn't do it. But you know what, that $250, wow, that would be great right now. But I really shouldn't do it because, I'm comfortable here. In your body, you get it in your gut, because doubt sometimes goes in your gut, in your head, in your heart. It engulfs your whole body. And you choose not to go. And that company ends up becoming one of the top 5 companies to work for. And you're like, man, I should have listened to myself. But then the flip side to that is you go and you work for them because they're a startup company and all this, and they have these bells and whistles, and they go under in 6 months. But your body was telling you, I don't think you should do this. You're going for the little carrot. You shouldn't do this, because our body tells us that too. Our body tells us, if you ask your body, there are so many techniques out there. If you just ask your body, someone very wise taught me this, that if you ask your body will tell you. And it's true. Should I do this? Should I not? If you're a gut person, you'll feel it in your gut. Sometimes you feel it in your chest. Sometimes you'll feel it in your head. You'll get this like stress headache, but it's not a real headache, because after the question and after you go through that sensation, it's gone. And you're like, wait a minute, I just felt like I had a headache, because you're asking your body to tell you, give you a sign. And it's going to give you a sign. It's going to tell you, should I or should I not do this? If you ask yourself. And going through some coaches and going through my own coaching program, I have done that, and I've asked other people to now do that. Check in with yourself. And they're right going, yeah, yeah. Because we always know what we don't know. How many times have you thought, you know what, I really don't want to do that. But you're afraid if you say no, here's a good one. You're afraid if you say no, then you might lose that friendship. So you're doubting your relationship, your friendship. You're doubting the velocity of that relationship. And you end up going and something bad happens. And you're like, see, I should have never gone. No, you should have listened to yourself, but you were doubting what? Fear that that relationship would not last because you chose not to go. And how many times have you doubted that same situation and you were the one that stayed home and something bad did happen? And you're like, wow, so happy I listened to myself. Or I would have, my purse would have gotten stolen. Or I would have, I don't know, something stupid, a little fender bender or something. That could have been my car. Something minor. Or, wow, this friend of mine got in a boyfriend showed up and they got into a big argument in front of everybody, embarrassed everybody around. I'm glad I wasn't there. So think about that. Whenever you're doubting, ask your body, ask yourself. If you have to, if it's a big decision in your life, write it down. Write like the pros and the cons of doubt. How many relationships could we have not spent so much time and energy in if we would have just listened to our doubt? That is the biggest things. And I'm telling you, if there's any other coaches out there or anybody else who has clients, think about that. What is the number one thing that you coach people on, from companies to personal? It's this word called doubt. They doubt. Lack and doubt are almost exactly the same thing. If you lack self-confidence, that means you're doubting something within yourself. If you lack worth, it's because you're doubting your value in the world. If you're doubting, should I take this new job? Should I go for that promotion? That's doubt, that you're doubting something within yourself. So think about that. What do you doubt? And how can we work together to acknowledge the doubt? Doesn't mean that one day I got my magic wand right here and I say, poof, you're never going to doubt again. You would not want that. Because like I said, sometimes that doubt protects you. So if I said, poof, no more doubt, is that what you really want? Is that what you really want? Probably not. Because doubt can propel us in life as much as it can hinder us. It can propel us into stepping into the unknown. Saying no is part of doubt. Standing your ground is part of doubt. Saying, no, I'm really not feeling that right now. So, no, I'm not going to do that. When you go, if you can hear me and you think about that, that's part of your body doubting. Is this a good decision? Is it a bad decision? Should we make this decision? Should we not make that decision? There's those coulda, woulda, shouldas. But it's the same thing as what if? What if it can be part of doubt? Is definitely part of doubt. What if this goes sour? What if this goes great? That's doubt. But like I said, if you're always what ifing, oh, what if that happens, and you walk around like Eeyore, that is leading your life doubtfully in fear. But if you walk around going, oh, what if I did that? and I become the greatest person in the world. That's doubt showing growth within yourself. It's propelling you in life. It's having you reach your goals. So that is all what doubt is. And the techniques with doubt is to check in with yourself, write things down, do the pro and con list, because that's a lot where doubt comes into play. And I also, when I'm working with my clients, is challenge them when they have a moment of doubt, when they have a sense of insecurity into the unknown. Well, let's just take a little step. What if you sorry, what if you went for that promotion and you got it? But if you go in there doubting yourself and not leading with confidence, yeah, more than likely you might not get it because you're leading with that fear that you're not good enough. So it is time, and because I need some water as well, for our next break. And you're listening to, of course, Sandee Byrd on Emotional Elevator on the Inspired Choices Network. And if you're out there listening on any other platform, like and subscribe. If you can do any comments anywhere, comment, share. Go ahead and follow so you can continue to listen to my words of wisdom on Emotional Elevator. And reach out to me if you have a question or if you're saying, you know what, that made a lot of sense, Sandee. I am Sandee at emotionalelevator.com with those two E's, or Sandee with two E's, Byrd, B-Y-R-D, coach at gmail.com. But let's get to that break.
Are you living a life of psychological trauma or suffering from an addiction? Are you ready to learn new techniques to elevate your emotions without sustaining or obtaining them from substances that are not good for your mind or body? Then continue to tune into Emotional Elevator with trauma, addiction, life, and spiritual coach, Sandee Byrd, where you will learn techniques to elevate your emotions that don't require a magic pill, food, or impulsive behavior. Listen to Emotional Elevator with Sandee Byrd, Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Mountain, 4 p.m. Pacific, on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com.
How wonderful would it be to carry your favorite Inspired Choices Network host with you throughout your day? Well, now you can. Inspired Choices Network now has its very own mobile app. Our free app offers live streaming shows, along with thousands of podcasts and TV episodes. Our shows cover a wide variety of topics. Whether you're waking up with us, carrying us through the day, and taking us to bed with you, we're always here for you to enjoy. We're easy to find. Just search for Inspired Choices Network in the Apple App Store or Google Play Store.
This is Emotional Elevator with Sandee Byrd. To participate in this program, join the live studio audience in our chat room at InspiredChoicesNetwork.com. You can also send an email to Sandee at emotionalelevator.com. Now, back to the program.
Well, welcome back. Of course, I am Sandee Byrd on Emotional Elevator on the Inspired Choices Network. And like I keep saying, if you want to have a conversation, a connection conversation, you can reach out to me at Sandee with those two E's, Byrd. My website is sandeebyrd.com. If you want to see the transition going on and the new launching of my website, you can go to the old one and it will be launched to a new one in the near future, where it will also have 3 new programs. And the 3 new programs have a lot to do with the topic tonight, which is doubt. Because unleashing your authentic self is all about letting go of those doubtful things that we believe about ourselves. Then you have thriving through forgiveness, which is all about doubting yourself because you're not forgiving yourself or others. You're sitting in those moments of, I can never be better than that or them, because that's what you've been taught. or you can find your empowerment within. That is a lot about once you realize, okay, I am doubting myself, but I can propel myself to make these healthy changes. I can set healthy boundaries. But what I have talked about is doubt can keep you down or it can propel you in life. Write down all the times that you doubted something and it was when it was wrong or when it was right. Whenever you're doubting yourself, ask your body. Your body can inform you. Because when you are doubting and you're unsure if it is a doubt that is from fear, your body's going to tell you that you're just doing this because you're afraid of the unknown. But your body is also going to tell you, we can let this go and you can start changing and evolving who you want to be. Because that is exactly what doubt is. Doubt is only the unknown, the fear of the unknown. Because when you think about it, fear and your doubting is because of the unknown. And propelling into a positive change is the unknown. You don't know. But doubt is a very powerful tool within us. Even me coming on this show tonight, I was doubting, would I have enough to talk about when it comes to doubt? Would I be able to share enough stories when it comes to doubt? I can sit here and pinpoint today alone some of the moments of doubt that I had, or people who spoke to me, or even a connection conversation I had with someone around doubt earlier, even having a conversation with my own husband at dinner and listening to doubt. So there is doubt. There are moments in our day where we have doubt. And it's if we acknowledge it and we say, is this fear or is this just because I'm ready to make this step? I'm ready to evolve. I'm ready to change. But I'm a little bit unsure because, like I said, doubt is that uncertainty, the fear of the unknown, the uncertain. But think about you walk out every day. You walk out of your house, or if you don't, if you work from home, you could have a moment where you get on your computer and, I've had that even with this show where I've gone on and I'm not, oh my gosh, my computer's not logging on. Oh my gosh, like, is my show going to come? That is a moment of doubt. But when I sit there and I go, I just need to take a moment and just breathe through it. Because if for some reason the power went out or something happened, life is still going to go on. Life is still going to go on. Now, I might never know what the unknown was on the other side, but it's still going to go on. And maybe if it was me and my situation and my lights went out, my computer went down, maybe it was a way to protect me that maybe I was going to say something wrong. I don't know. But we all have moments of doubt. We're riding down the road. Should I pick up my okay, I'm a woman. I see this all the time, and this is one pet peeve of mine. Putting lipstick on and you drop the lipstick. Should I reach down and get it? That is a moment of doubt because the unknown is and the uncertainty is if I reach down, is the car in front of me going to slam on brakes? Am I going to slam in the back of it? I'm using a woman with lipstick instead of a cell phone because everybody does that cell phone, and that is such a moment of doubt. That's actually everyone knows. So think about that. What I want everyone to take a moment, kind of breathe, and think about something today that you might have doubted. Think about a moment in today that was a doubt. Now, what I want you to do in that moment of doubt, is it something that hindered you, or was it just something that just was a moment? And were you able to walk on, or did you back up? Like, did you move forward, or did you back up and go, no, not going down that? Because think about how many times you've gone the wrong way. Maybe I shouldn't be going this way. That's doubt, because you're in the fear of the unknown. I might not know where I am. I might not be in the right place. That is a little bit of doubt. But you can get through it by checking in. Okay, I know I turned down the wrong street. Now, if you're in a car, please don't close your eyes, because you see me, I'm closing my eyes. But breathe in. But I'm safe. I'll have a GPS. Let me pull out my phone and look up a GPS, MapQuest, whatever you use. MapQuest is not. But anyway, use whatever resources you have. And if you don't have your phone, if you don't have a car that's got a navigation system, drive. And then when you see something that's familiar, or if you're in a town you don't know, and you think you see somebody outside and you feel like, you know what, I can ask them. And then at that point, you're going with your gut instinct. They might not tell you the right way to go. I know that's happened to me, but at least it kept me going. It kept me going to continue to drive. It didn't paralyze me and go, I don't know where I am. Let me just sit here. Someone will come find me. No, keep going on in life. Doubt keeps us from sometimes taking chances in life. Should I really do this? Should I not do this? Check in with yourself. Ask yourself. Write it down. Journal around it. Because there are so many people out there that doubt their relationships, their marriages, their cohabitation, their live-in situation, however you want to word it. There's a lot of people out there. Everyday doubt. Is this someone I can spend the rest of my life with? Think about before, if anyone out there, if you're listening to me, has ever gotten married, how many times before they're like, should I be marrying them? This is somebody I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. Or did anyone go to the altar and go, you know what, if this doesn't work out, I'm just going to get a divorce? I don't think, would hope that's less than 5%, because I would love to know why you're marrying them. But how many of us, before we got married or went on to college or had a child, doubted? Before if you've been a mother, I'm a mother. Gosh, what if the first time I had a child, what if I don't know how to care for this child? What do you think? Let me put it back? Hold it there forever? No, but we still doubt. It's a part of growing in life. It's when we allow it to paralyze us and go, I can never become a mother because I might not be a mother. I might not be a good mother. That's when it paralyzes us. Oh, I better never get married because my parents got divorced, and oh my gosh, I'll get divorced, and oh, I won't live a happy life, and oh my God, that paralyzes us. That is doubt that we want to let go. Oh, I can never leave this job. I've been working this job since I was 15. I'm 55. I can never leave this job. What if I leave this job? Oh, I'm never gonna. That paralyzes you. But it's when you're like, you know what? I'm gonna take a chance. I'm gonna step into the unknown and see where it takes me. I'm never gonna buy a new car. I'm gonna drive this 1978 Volvo. Sorry, you're not gonna be driving that 1978 Volvo forever. But that's what paralyzes us. And there's so many of us that are paralyzed because of that doubt, because they feel they can't let go. They have that tight grip and they can't let go. They're afraid of the unknown. But sometimes you got to step into the unknown and check in with yourself and say, can I? Yes, I can. Because I'm growing and I'm evolving into who I am. Because that's what we're supposed to do. But like I say, that doubt is there sometimes to protect us, to say, I don't think I should do that. Shouldn't I do that? Well, A, B, C, D, E. I shouldn't do that. And then you don't do it. But it is almost time for this show to be over. And here I was doubting that I could talk about doubt for 55 minutes. I have. But anyway, we are going to go on our last break. Of course, I am Sandee Byrd, the host of Emotional Elevator on the Inspired Choices Network. Like I say, if you're on any other platform, like and subscribe. If what I'm talking about really resonates to you and you want to reach out to me, you can reach out to me at Sandee@emotionalelevator.com or Sandee, of course, with those two E's, the Bird with a Y, coach@gmail.com. Like I said, hey, if you want to see a real transformation, you can go to my website right now, sandeebyrd.com, because it's about to be relaunched. It'll still be sandeebyrd.com, but it'll be relaunched with 3 new programs. But it is time for us to go to that break.
Are you living a life of psychological trauma or suffering from an addiction? Are you ready to learn new techniques to elevate your emotions without sustaining or obtaining them from substances that are not good for your mind or body? Then continue to tune into Emotional Elevator with trauma, addiction, life, and spiritual coach, Sandee Byrd, where you will learn techniques to elevate your emotions that don't require a magic pill, food, or impulsive behavior. Listen to Emotional Elevator with Sandee Byrd, Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Mountain, 4 p.m. Pacific, on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com. This is Emotional Elevator with Sandee Byrd. To participate in this program, join the live studio audience in our chat room at InspiredChoicesNetwork.com. You can also send an email to Sandee@emotionalelevator.com. Now, back to the program.
Well, welcome back to Emotional Elevator on Inspired Choice Network. I am Sandee Byrd. I am the host. And I have been talking about doubt tonight. And I've been talking about whenever you're doubting yourself, ask your body. Your body can inform you. Doubt is the fear of the unknown, positive or negative. Think about a moment of doubt you had today. Did you move forward or did you back up in your choices? Doubt keeps us from taking chances sometimes in life. And that's exactly what I'm talking about is doubt. Doubt can protect us, but doubt can also hinder us from making some of the amazing decisions in our life. And a very good story about doubt with me and a client of mine, we were talking about this not too long ago because we had a similar story. So I'm going to use mine. So, gosh, this is when I was like 21 or 20. Might have been underage. So it might have been 20. And one of my good friends, considered her a very close friend, came home from college for Christmas break. Christmas came, everyone did their celebrations, and then there was one night she was home, And she said, let's go downtown to a club that we all went to. We danced. It was fun. It was great. And I was like, I'm not so sure. Come on. I'm only home for another 2 days. You know, come on. I think even her brother, I'm not sure about that. And I was like, I really shouldn't go. Come on, Sandee. Come on, let's go. Something inside of me kept doubting going. But she was home from college. I said, all right, let's go. So I get to her house, brand new, beautiful leather jacket that her parents gave her for Christmas because she went to school out west. And I'm like, you're not going to wear that in the club. Why would you even wear it out? Well, you never know where we might go out after. I said, after the club, we'll probably either be coming home or we'll go somewhere like Waffle House or Denny's. Not gonna wear the jacket in there either. So we go to the club, and the whole time I'm like, I was doubting it, and I didn't listen to my body, and I didn't listen to my instincts. My car got broken into. Her leather jacket, a new purse, her wallet. I said, you don't even need to take a purse. We never take it in the club. All of her stuff got stolen. That friendship went out the window. I was blamed. I was everything. And I was like, I'm the one who didn't want to go. Like, come on. But I didn't listen to my doubt. And at the same time, a friendship at the time that I really valued ended up fizzling out because I was expected to pay for a jacket, fix my car, fix whatever was stolen out of my car and everything. I was in college paying my way. And I'm like, no, I didn't want to go. So that was a time where I allowed doubt I didn't check in with myself. I didn't believe in myself. I allowed that moment of doubt not to rule me. But that's what doubt does. Or if I would have been like, I can't go out. I can never leave the house because after that, let's say after that situation, I decided, I can never leave the house again. I might get robbed. Now that's fear. That's doubt. That's the fear of doubt. That's crippling me. But instead, I just didn't believe in myself. I mean, I checked in, but I didn't check in with myself and realized that my doubt was my intuition telling me, don't go. And I didn't listen. But I learned a valuable lesson in life to listen to myself more. And that was many moons ago. We'll just say that. But that's what tonight's all been about. Do you allow doubt to paralyze you and never move forward in life? Or do you allow doubt to help you grow in life? When you get that question, should I not? What if not? So, do you allow doubt to rule your life? Because if you do, reach out to me at Sandee with those 2 E's, BYRD, coach@gmail.com. Because doubt can control you, or you can control doubt. And which would you prefer? To be in control of your doubt, or for your doubt to be in control of you? So that's what tonight has been about. Letting go of the doubt that's controlling you and inviting in the doubt that's propelling you in life. Being excited about the unknown. Not letting the unknown hinder you in life. So again, thank you for joining me tonight on Emotional Elevator on the Inspired Choices Network. I am Sandee Byrd, and you can reach out to me at Sandee with those 2 E's, BYRD, coach@gmail.com, or on Sandee at emotionalelevator.com. And thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening to the Emotional Elevator Show. Sandee returns Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Mountain, 4 p.m. Pacific on InspiredChoicesNetwork.com. Until then, start elevating your emotions and stop riding the emotional elevator that is stopping you from living the life you deserve.